Plastic is well known for having some significant advantages for the consumer. For example, plastic is convenient. It weighs significantly less than glass, making it easier to carry and transport. Plastic is much more forgiving when bumped, dropped, or shaken, resulting in less breakage. Plastic is also the safer choice. When glass breaks, it shatters and presents a safety hazard for the consumer during cleanup and handling. Additionally, glass can chip while being filled with product, or when its contents are being used. This creates the potential for glass slivers to come into contact with or be ingested by consumers. However, did you know that plastic offers significant sustainability advantages in 3 key areas? Sustainability of raw materials, energy to produce, and energy to transport. Making new glass requires sand. Most desert sand is gypsum. High silica sand is required to make glass. This is typically found in beaches or in old dry beaches. We are removing sand from the natural environment faster than it can be replaced, and this disrupts the ecosystem. Microorganisms that live in this sand represent the bottom of the food chain and are a critical food source for other organisms. Additionally, removing sand from the seabed leaves shore communities prone to flooding and erosion. Most plastics, not including bioplastics, are petroleum-based, which make the materials non-renewable and unsustainable. But if we want to conserve raw materials, recycling is the answer. Recycling plastic is more environmentally friendly than recycling glass because it requires significantly less energy. Post-consumer recycled PCR PET and PCR HDPE are 2 planet-friendly options we offer. These resins are produced from recycled plastic and can be made into packaging over and over again. These alternative resins give plastic a raw material sustainability advantage over glass. Both glass and plastic require energy to make and process. But because making bottles out of glass requires much more material, you find that 1 million glass jars have a total impact of 246.6 metric tons of CO2 equivalents. But 1 million substantially lighter plastic jars only have a total impact of 49.4 metric tons of CO2 equivalents. Plastic yields a savings of 197.2 metric tons of CO2. You can see how significant the CO2 savings is with plastic when you express it in everyday items. The plastic jar has only 20% of the carbon impact of the glass jar. It would take 5 plastic jars to equal the environmental impact of 1 glass jar. This demonstrates the full story when comparing the energy needed to make glass versus plastic. These numbers demonstrate that plastic has a substantial advantage and requires a much lower energy cost to produce. A trailer can carry a greater number of plastic bottles because of the extra packaging needed to protect glass due to its fragility. Once the glass or plastic bottle is produced and ready for sale, it still takes more fuel to transport glass products the same distance as plastic products. This is because glass is heavier, as seen in our 2-ounce jar example, where 6.3 HDPE plastic jars weighed the same as 1 glass jar. Ultimately, more fuel means greater carbon emissions and a greater impact on the environment when transporting glass. That gives plastic the advantage. If better sustainability is at the top of your priorities, plastic offers compelling advantages over glass. The advantages of plastic over glass? Increased sustainability of raw materials, decreased energy to produce, and decreased energy to transport. To learn more, contact us at 610-367-5000 or visit us at www.drugplastics.com.